Welcome to the Cartel. This is my best circle base, and I believe that it'll have everything that you might need. It has a beautiful mountain roof with all the deployables that you need, a beautiful and compact open core to store away all your loot, and so much more. I hope you guys enjoyed this base design. Now let's head right into the tour. Welcome to the Cartel. So once we're ready to head into this beautiful circle base, we'll start with the external TCs. As you can see right here, these are identical on all 6 sides, and it's not a lot to keep up with. Inside of our battery rooms, you can find right here is all we need on all 6 sides to get power into our compound. Head in through one of our 3 gatehouses right here, where we have some simple Patrico peaks, but it covers the entire compound for everything that we might need. Besides that, we'll have 6 turrets in the compound, and on the 3 other sides are some nice little bedrooms with even more peaks. So you can say there is no way you get raided in this compound. Also a nice little furnace wall stopping raiders from gaining control too easily. And we can head in through one of our 2 entrances right here, get up into our base. Once we're at the 2nd floor, you can see that we have some nice open core peaks right here where we can regain control easily with electric furnaces, lockers, and plenty of ways around. And there's even more peaks right here for some early game peaks. Once we head downstairs though, we can see our starter unit right here with everything that we might need, and the upkeep can be found on screen right now. But let's head up and get further into the base. It is identical on 2 sides, so no matter what side I go through, you won't be missing out on anything. Head upstairs to our open core, where we can find some bedrooms or box rooms, whatever you choose to do with these, more lockers, and obviously our beautiful open core. With turrets looking over it, you won't lose this too easily. Head up to our shooting floor, we have some nice ankle biters for some retakes, and we can get up right here to get to our battery rooms, lockers, everything we need to defend our base. Head out here through our airlock, as you can see, to get into our shooting floor, where we have all the peaks that we might need to gain control during anything. On 3 sides of the base, you can see we have roof axes, and on the other 3 sides of the base, we have nice little roof peaks where you are covered, gaining control back at any time. Head up to your roof though, you have more turrets holding it down with a nice sleek looking mountain roof with boxes, beds, and everything you might need. And after you get rich during your wipe, you can go in here and sell all your goodies to these reachable by drone vending machines, where same sites will make sure that you don't lose your wipe. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's get into the build. So once we are ready to start building, we're going to build a triangle and a square and put a double door right here. Once we get our double door down, we'll put our TC down inside of this triangle. We'll make this frame first for extra cost to raid into the TC. Then put a window on the TC, and we're going to expand. First thing we're going to do is add a square right here, put a ceiling on it, and then a full circle of floors right here. Put a double door here, 2 more squares in a triangle, and then seal all of this in. Then we'll put a double door here and another double door here. This will work as our starter units. For early game, I would recommend using at least one of these squares for furnaces and workbenches, but I'm going to upgrade everything to its final cost and put boxes inside. So once our core is finished, it should look something like this. I'm going to delete this double door now, so we can add a square here, 2 triangles here, 1 here, and 2 more squares right here. I'm going to upgrade all of these to metal, and the outer ones can be left as stone. Then add 1 triangle here, and a square right here. Then we'll build 3 half walls on this side, same on this side, with windows right here. Once we got the windows down, we'll turn this into a full wall that'll be upgraded to metal, and put a ceiling on everything, and make sure you add these frames for extra raid costs. Then put down these ramps right here, and head upstairs, and turn this into a double door. Place our double doors up here, and the inside should look like this. Once we head inside, we have plenty of furnaces, workbenches, and everything we need to get our wipe started. But let's secure the base a little bit more because it doesn't look that strong as of right now. We're going to put symmetry on 2 sides here, and we'll make these walls face in with a window right here. And for now, we'll make it face in. Try to put something on here early game, whether it's an embracer or a window, just anything to make sure no one can shoot you through it during your early game progression. Down here, we'll make a wall. and a double door frame, and a triangle, and then another wall. For now, we can just leave this open or seal it with wood right here. And put a ceiling on everything and make sure all your ceilings are upgraded to metal. Down here, we can put a double door, and then later on in our progression, we'll have a ladder hatch, so I'll put that down right away. You might need to go with something like a furnace for now. Make all of these garage doors. And these two walls will have lockers later on. And this wall right here is perfect to put down some electric furnaces to speed up your cooking progression. Now that that's all good, we're good to continue on expanding. First thing we're going to do is honeycomb our base so our core is as strong as possible, just like that. We're also going to upgrade both of these to high qual, as one of them leads to honeycomb and one leads to TC, but just for safety, for raiders not to find TC too easily, we'll upgrade them all to high qual. Same with this center floor right here, as we don't want them to gain control down here whatsoever. Now that that's all good, we'll lift these two floors right here, just to make it the same height, and then obviously upgrade them to metal. Now that that's in order, let's get our external TCs down. I'm going to use symmetry on all 6 sides here to build this triangle, and 3 squares out, delete all of this, and build our way back just like so, and upgrade these to metal. So once we're ready to expand off of our externals, we're going to build 2 out on 3 of them, on the every other one, as we'll have 3 bedrooms and 3 external entrances. On this one, we'll put a wall, and then the next one we'll build 2 out and have a door, just like that, giving us 3 entrances and 3 bedroom areas. Once that's all in order, I'm going to use symmetry on all 6 sides, as everything else here will look identical. We'll build a half moon out like that, put a square, and 3 more triangles. The last triangle, and these 2 low walls, and this ceiling can all be upgraded to metal for extra cost to raid into our batteries and external TCs. We'll then put our TC down in here. Then we'll put a window on the TC, and a window on the battery. And the last stone triangle, we'll just cap off with a garage door, making it look like this. All we gotta do now is connect it back to our external, just like that. Now that we're fully connected, we can no longer get TC griefed, even if we were to get raided right now. We'll start by building in our bedrooms by adding 2 triangles and an entrance right here, walls on either side, and obviously a ceiling. We'll then add a window facing into our compound and add a Patrico peak on top of it. Once that's all good, we'll put a door down and 2 large boxes that'll work as a locker and 2 beds, giving us a total of 6 respawn points in our compound already. But that's not all, because we still have to fix our gatehouses. With doing that, we're going to build the exact same bedrooms, just that on this side, we'll obviously have doors and windows facing both in and out. Put strengthened glass windows on the ones facing out, and repeat the process of beds that'll work as lockers and lockers next to it. Just like that. All we gotta do now is add some Patrico peaks, and then on top of the gatehouses, we'll turn into turret pods. Then metal everything in the center, making it a strong connection between our external and all the way up to our shooting floor. The corner sides are not as important. Now that that's all good, we can place down our turrets inside of these pods, giving us a total of 6 turrets holding down our compound at all costs. Which means now we gotta go over to the gatehouse entrances and build 3 windmills going 6 tall. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Place on our windmill right here, connect it into the battery in here, and connect the battery with branches into the turrets right here. And all of a sudden, we'll have fully turret coverage covering our entire compound. Now that that's all good, let's seal in the compound with a very easy hand-to-eye coordination by placing this wall right here. Make sure it looks like it'll fit, and then place down the second wall. Like I always say, try this out on build servers before you do it in game so you don't end up with a messed up compound. But there we go, we now have a perfect symmetrical compound. All we gotta do is add some large furnaces by standing here as close to the wall as we can and make the furnace as tall as you can, and then just make it as close to the wall as you can, giving it a little breathing room behind it, making it easier to seal your compound if needed. But if this wall breaks, raiders will have to go through here in a very tight squeeze, meaning that once you have your shooting floor down and your turrets and everything, they will have some trouble getting through here. For now though, we'll just seal in this again. We'll now get our metal barricades down on our compound. By simply placing 2 pieces of twig, we'll gain them enough stability and length to actually cover all the reefs. Once that's all good, our compound is sealed and it's time to get our base up and going. To do that, we're going to build these walls 2 tall on both sides of the base like you can see, and another wall here and another wall here. We'll then upgrade this to metal and rotate it, making it into the open core. Same on this side, and upgrade this. These 2 can be metal, these 2 should be high qual. Add this floor in between for splash damage, and upgrade these to metal as well, turning these into 16 rockets as well, making this core 24 rockets to get into our core. Then add a double door up here, upgrade this wall to metal, and rotate it facing in so everything is hard-sided into our open core. Then add 2 stone floors right here, and another set right here. Make sure that we upgrade these 2 to metal, and also these. The last 2 can be left as stone. Make this a floor right here, making it so the raiders will have to not only break your window, but also break the honeycomb inside to get into our open core. These 2 we'll leave like twig for now. We'll then add 2 double doors on the loot rooms, and an armored ceiling right here, 2 frames, and some ramps up top. Upgrade these to metal. Also, for now, we'll upgrade these to wood, simply so raiders can't see in until we want them to. Once that's all good, we'll start sealing in this floor right here by adding 3 walls here, 3 walls here, 2 half walls, and a window right there to create a nice little ankle biter into our shooting floor. But for now, we'll just put strengthened glass windows on them. Then put a ceiling on everything, then make it all metal. 2 door frames here. We'll leave this open for now until we decide what to do with it. Once we're at the top again, we'll turn this into a normal floor's height and then put a garage door on it. Then the center pieces we'll upgrade to high qual, just like that. Once we're back in the open core, we'll start filling in our loot rooms by placing down these ramps right here. These floors, delete the floor, just make a triangle inside of the honeycomb, just like that. We gotta fill in some boxes. Now that we have our open core boxes down, it's time to put some garage doors on the loot rooms and a couple garage doors up here as well. Now we have a big decision to make. We can either turn this into 2 more loot rooms, giving us extraordinary amounts of loot rooms in our open core, or we can turn them into bedrooms. Really just depends on what you would like. It would give you more bedrooms. So for this specific video, I will turn this into bedrooms, but usually I would make these loot rooms. So that really comes down to you and what you would like to do with your base. In front of the bedrooms, we'll make sure that we place some lockers as well for easy re-gear access in our open core. Make some double doors here and just make them point in, just like that. And on 2 sides of the walls, we will have to remove our locker eventually so we can get our tier 3 down, as our tier 2 is in the core, but we still need a tier 3 in our open core. So I would use locker on one side and tier 3 on the other side. We can now pick out this floor from down beneath and make it a frame instead. Now that that's all good, let's upgrade this to metal. Simply as that works as a mobility chute, we want our mobility chutes to stay intact throughout our raid defense, as they would be very unfortunate to lose. Also, these last 2 right here, as they lead straight into our cores, and these ones also obviously are just honeycomb, we'll have to upgrade all of these to metal as well. Now that everything that needs to be metal is metal, we're good to continue sealing in the base. To do that, we're going to add 2 walls here. Walls here for the turret pod. And same other here for another turret pod. And this will be a double door leading into our shooting floor. So let's just put a door there for now. On 2 sides here will be our main batteries inside of our base. So make these armored ceilings. And we'll put our battery inside of here and put a window on it as well. Make sure that this is a strong window that can hold down some rockets. Put some frames on everything here for stability. And we'll seal in this center piece right here. Turn it into a nice little roof peak. We can upgrade the entire battery room to high qual though. After putting a ceiling on it, we'll metal it all up and add some pancake to the center pieces of the batteries. And then obviously a nice metal ceiling around the whole thing. And upgrade these to metal to make it all the same costs. Now we're making a lot of stuff metal on this floor, but we also want to make sure that these batteries stay intact. Now that we have these doors down, we're good to continue. First thing we're going to do is add down 4 lockers on this floor and also 4 turrets. Now that we have our turrets down, it's time to remove the wood so turrets have visual inside of our open core. We'll also delete this twig and place down some extra furnaces to spam cook charcoal or simply cook resources from the inside of our base. There we go. Looking beautiful so far. Let's head back upstairs and add some extra doors. On these 2 frames, I like adding garage doors simply so this door needs to break 2 garage doors as well before they see anything inside of our core. On this frame right here, we'll have room for 4 beds. And rest of our shooting floor beds will be tucked away elsewhere, which we'll get to very shortly. So now that we're ready to do just that, let's build up our shooting floor by building this up 3 floors. And the frames in front of it as well. Now that we're lifted up this tall, we can put a floor on this. And floors right here as well. And as you can see, we now have some beautiful ankle biters leading straight into our shooting floor. This right here, we can just turn into a wall with 2 single doors leading off of it. And a metal ceiling, obviously. Once we are in here, we can put down some beds, giving us plenty of respawn points in our base. Also, by now, we also have a nice little airlock here, making it hard for raiders to kill you and take control. Now that that's in place, I'm going to use symmetry on 3 sides here. As same with the external windows and bedrooms, we'll have 3 different parts of our shooting floor as well. Let's just start on this side. We'll do 3 half walls here with 3 windows on top of it. Then we'll make a ramp right here. Upgrade this to any of your build upgrades to get better peaks. As you can see now, we have good peaks. And if we leave this as stone, the peak will simply not work. So this base works best if you have any upgrade skins. I would recommend Brutalist as it has a way tinier frame than all the other build skins. You can then put a ceiling right here and turn this into some nasty roof peaks. As you can see, we now have beautiful roof peaks on 3 sides of the base. On the other 3 sides, we'll make 2 lower windows, a half wall with another window on top, 2 ceilings, and a frame right here to get up. Same as earlier, upgrade this to a build skin. There we go. And we can add 2 windows here, a window here, and as always, a nice little airlock to get to our roof. On this window, I like putting a window so I can't get shot while entering my roof if someone was to be on the roof. Now that that's in order, let's keep sealing it in. On top of the roof peaks, we'll make another same layout right here. This time, we'll have a turret pod on it as well. And just make a ceiling on top. Put 3 turrets down on top of the roof right here. And on top of here, we'll make a vending machine, 2 walls, and a window facing in with a single door. Put a window on this, and then put a vending machine in here, which gives us 3 vending machines reachable by drone where we can sell all of our goodies. And then we'll simply put a ceiling on it and upgrade the ceilings to metal. Inside of here, there's still something we can do, like adding a couple of sleeping bags in here. We have some respawns, and then inside of the same vending machine we are selling stuff for, we can simply put a kit and a hazmat at the bottom. Make sure you don't sell it though. And if someone lands on our roof, we can spawn in here and put a hammer in there as well, take the window off and kill them right away. Very easy, just like that. All we gotta do now is add the roof peaks, which we'll do on all 6 sides by adding a half wall here, window on top, 2 walls on the side, and a roof piece right here. And as you can see, this tile is pretty fat, so we'll upgrade that to Brutalist as well, making it way skinnier, just as downstairs. Now on 3 sides here, we'll use drop boxes just here, so we can depot easily after doing oil rig, for example. And on the other sides, we'll put 2 beds, giving us plenty of respawn points outside of our bedrooms on the roof as well. Now that that's all good, we're starting to look close to finished. All we gotta do is build 3 up here and place this, and 3 up here, and place this. We'll upgrade these frames to metal though, simply to hope that they will last. Also, all of this will also be upgraded to metal, and all of this as well, simply making it a lot stronger during a ray defense. On top of 3 of these, we'll turn them into windmills by simply placing the windmill here, and the other 3 will be for SAM sites. All we gotta do now is wire our windmills into root combiners into these batteries downstairs, and the SAM sites connect into those batteries, and no one will be able to MLRS us, as all it takes is 3 SAM sites to stop MLRS strikes. Now that our base is finished, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks.